Fourth Gate Podcast, Dams and Molly here. What's up, you guys? Back with another Empire review. Today I will be reviewing 2:18. Okay, so this episode was pretty good. Let's get into it. So the first scene we get, Jamal is being wheeled into this room. Sign says, welcome home. The whole family's there. The one girl, I forget her name, she's singing, and everybody's sitting around. He's in a wheelchair, and they're talking or whatever, and Lucius says, I got somebody that helped Tom Brady or whatever the fuck he said, or who he said, Peyton Manning or whatever, what the fuck with the neck situation. And I've turned the gym into a fucking training room, blah, blah, blah. Hakeem talking about how he want him to sing at the wedding because him and that one girl is getting married, and everybody's just talking. So, shit, what happens next? Okay, it's a point where Lucius and Cookie go into the office or whatever, and they're talking, and then Anika says she needs to talk, so she goes into the office, and Rhonda comes out of nowhere choking her, and she's like, bitch, I remember now, you fucking pushed me, blah blah blah. And Anika is being a very good actress. Oh, I didn't do it, blah blah blah. So from last episode, I was genuinely thinking that she didn't do it. So this episode, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, okay, this bitch didn't do it. Yeah, fooled fucking me. So I think Andre comes in and he like breaks it up or whatever, and then they leave, and Andre and Rhonda's talking, and Rhonda's like, blah blah blah, if God really shows you that she pushed me, then maybe I should believe in God, blah blah. And Andre's like, I don't believe you, and this whole thing, she calls him a coward, and they break up or whatever. So let's just get to the fucking point of the fucking story. So as y'all know, the fucking feds is after Lucius, and that's basically the gist of the whole fucking episode, that in the wedding. So Jamal is working on this song for the wedding. First he said he won't sing it, now all of a sudden he fucking singing, so he's working on that shit through the whole episode. Now, the wedding. So Hakeem and old girl don't get married, as we all fucking knew was gonna happen. A fight breaks out. Some thug that they invited from their past or whatever comes and starts a bunch of drama when Anika gets served her fucking papers. So that was this whole fucking fight, the whole fucking scene. And so the wedding was basically over before it started. Right when homegirl was about to walk down the aisle, that's when all that happened. So when Anika got served, they realized that the feds are still after them. So Lucius comes up with this plan to marry Anika. Cookie is not happy about it. She's crying. She storms off, and I think everybody else just kind of understood the shit. They weren't happy about it either, but they was just like, whatever, we understand. And they get married. And when they're walking down the aisle, fucking Lucius says, I know you pushed her. So I'm shocked. I'm like, I had to rewind the shit. I'm like, I know this fool didn't just say, I know you pushed her. And the look on Anika's face, I'm like, so this bitch really did do it. Like, she fucking fooled me. Like, she fooled the shit out of me. So she's like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, and she walks off. Then everybody is walking out, Lucius and the sons or whatever, they walking out, and it's just so I feel so bad for Hakeem. Like, I really do, even though I didn't really give a fuck about that relationship, knew it wasn't gonna last. I was like, damn, Hakeem really did want to like start different with her, and like do something with her. So that was sad. So the fucking the cop comes in, and he's like, oh, congratulations on you getting married, blah blah blah. And then the mom kind of scoops her ass up, and she's like, what's your half brother doing here? And then we have this whole flashback about the dad, and something about a son, and just I guess these were two I mean, to be honest, y'all, I was fucking confused about the flashback. I should have rewinded it. But they was talking about something about a son. And at first I thought they was talking about Lucius. But now that I'm fucking thinking about it and talking about it, I guess both of them were sleeping with the crazy ass mama and had a baby. And, you know, Lucius and then the other son. And then the dude was like, it's not my son. So I guess the other guy, I don't know. I'm still confused, but that's kind of what I think it was. So this fool is the half brother, which I forgot in my last review what the fuck I said that this guy could be. I know I came up with some crazy ass theories, but I definitely could have seen that or have, you know, guessed that or whatever. Okay, so after that, he's like, okay, go get my wife, go get Anika. So she's on top of this fucking building or whatever. I guess the building the fucking wedding was in. Well, obviously. So she's on top of this shit and she's fucking thinking. Then Rhonda comes out of nowhere dressed in all black like fucking Catwoman, trying to, you know, pull her hair or whatever, push her around. And they start going back and forth, and this is basically where Anika admits it. Now, the very last scene we get is where somebody, I guess, falls off, or I honestly don't think anybody's gonna die. But if somebody does die, I think it's gonna be Rhonda. Just because it would be pointless. I honestly think it would be pointless to kill off Anika with this new information that we got. Like, it would be like, that's the dumbest fucking shit ever. So I think it would probably be Rhonda if anybody dies. But like I said, I don't think anybody is going to die. Somebody may fall. You know how people like fall in the fucking TV shows and then we think they're dead, but really they holding on to some shit. That's what I think is gonna happen. But Andre walks in at that point and he's yelling no, and that's basically the last scene. Now, I thought the episode was pretty good. It was certain things throughout the episode that I thought was stupid, but that's pretty much that's pretty much my judgment with every fucking episode of Empire. Some of those scenes were the dinner scene with the parents when they said they didn't want that thug to come, and they were so easily fucking swayed into the direction of, oh yeah, it's an old family friend, now we're okay with it. I mean, that was stupid. Real parents, I'm sorry, if my fucking daughter is marrying, first of all, she ain't marrying that fool anyway. And, I'm putting my goddamn foot down. That's not happening. And then second of all, you marrying this fool and it's about to be a bunch of thugs at the wedding? No, we have just as much as fucking say as his family does. That's not happening. So they was just too easily swayed for me. What else was stupid? Oh, when the whole fight scene when Anika got served and shit, I was just so fucking confused. So the bitch runs in and serves her, tries to run out. Then the thug hits the security guard. It just all happened so fast. And I'm like, why is he trying to fight the security? Like, what? I don't understand. Like, he sees what's going on. Even if he got pushed, one of them hoes got pushed, whatever. Why is he sees what's going on? So why is I was confused there. Didn't make sense. Also, what didn't make sense is all of a sudden the mom's healthy again. Like, I'm confused. Like, I know this is 3 weeks fucking later, but we just gonna skip over the fact that she tried to kill Lucius and tried to fucking snitch. I mean, they talked about that very briefly about her trying to go snitch that night at the hospital, but we just gonna let all that fucking go now. Lucius and her is best friends, and there's no issues, and she's at the wedding and shit. Like, everybody knows she's the fucking mom. Like, I'm confused, I'm just so confused. So it was a lot of things in this episode that did not make sense at all, but overall I thought it was a really good episode, and yeah, a great finale. So that's my review. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace, y'all.